Welcome to another episode by IELTSdoctor.com. I'm Jay, your friendly IELTS teacher. I hope you all aren't getting bored with me. Today we'll be going through an IELTS Speaking Part 2 cue card. Describe something that was broken in your home, and then repaired. You should say what it is, how it was broken, how it got repaired, and explain how you felt about it. Many stuff have broken in my house recently. Please take note that stuff is already plural, as it means more than one thing. Stuffs, which is stuff, with an S, is definitely wrong. Anyway, I'm going to talk about a true story. Before we start, let's look at what you will learn in this video. Firstly, we will go through a model answer, with Band 9 language and vocabulary. Secondly, there will be a detailed evaluation of the model answer. Finally, towards the end of the video, there will be a quiz to help you in retaining the new knowledge. Hence, stay till the end, and don't skip any part of this video. Although we have repeated this many times, we're still going to repeat it again. Always start your talk with a preamble, as it makes your talk sound more natural. I've been down on my luck, as of late. Last month, many equipment broke down at home. By the way, the word equipment is already plural. We've seen test takers writing equipments or saying equipments. There is no such thing as equipments. Down on luck. Someone who is down on luck is experiencing bad luck. I can vividly remember during that period, not only the equipment at home broke, my family car broke down a few times too. As of late. It's another word for lately. Fave. This is short for favorite. Frankly speaking. Use meta comments like this to improve your coherence score. Clueless. When you're clueless about something, you don't know anything about it. We hope you wouldn't be clueless during the IELTS test. Entirely. This means completely. A smartphone addict is someone who is addicted to using the smartphone. It's very important to concentrate on your studies and not use the smartphone too often. Ages means a very long time. Weeping is another word for crying. Beloved, in this case, means dearest. Here we have an English idiom. To kick the bucket. It means to die. This is a true story. All the fish in my aquarium kicked the bucket when I went on a vacation to India last year. To revive something means to bring it back to life. It's seldom used in daily conversation. The only time I used it often was when I was a hardcore gamer. When you did something, but to no avail. It means you weren't successful in performing that task. Secondhand. This means used. Nowadays, it's common to see shops that sell secondhand items. In the US, they are known as thrift shops. This photo was taken in the tire park in Tokyo, Japan. It's a Godzilla monster made wholly of tires. An instruction manual is basically a user manual. It tells you how to operate the equipment. Frantically means desperately. This is an adverb of manner. When you flip through a book, you look quickly through it. This technique can be used in speed reading. A telephone book is a book that has contact details of businesses and people across a country. Sometimes the information might be limited to businesses and people in some parts of a country. Sparky. This is a slang for electrician and is commonly used in the UK and Australia. This can make you sound like a native speaker. Shortly. This means soon. But in this context, shortly is the correct word to use. Replaced. This is another word for changed. Replaced is a more specific word. It's very important to use specific vocabulary during the IELTS speaking test. A couple of. This is a quantifier. Quantifiers give information about quantity. A couple of means two or more. Please take note that this is different from couple. A couple means a pair of. The number of things or people is two. A couple of means two or more. The minimum number of things or people is two. If you find this confusing, click on the link in the description. By the way, a couple of is informal, so it shouldn't be used in IELTS writing. Resistors. What are resistors? They control the flow of the electrical current within a circuit. This photo shows a couple of resistors. Obviously. Another word for this is clearly. It means the thing that you're referring to, or have, or had referred to, is obvious. Relieved. In this case, it means thankful. Came back to life. It means began living again. This term is quite common in movies. If something costs a fortune, it is very expensive. Alright. Now I'm going to read through the model answer, so that you can hear the language in context. I've been down on my luck as of late. Last month, many equipment broke down at home. Well, I'm going to talk about a fave of my family which broke 3 weeks ago, and that is the TV. Frankly speaking, I'm clueless about how it stopped working entirely. I'm a smartphone addict. And I haven't watched the TV for ages. Anyway, what happened on that fateful day was that I was playing PUBG on my iPhone when I heard my mom screaming. I ran to the living room and saw my mom weeping. I thought her beloved cat kicked the bucket as she was pointing to it. It was on top of the TV. As I walked towards it, it ran away. Then, I realized that the TV had died. I hit it a number of times, hoping to revive it, but it was to no avail. It's a second-hand TV, so I don't have the instruction manual. Finding the manual online was useless too, as it's a 50-year-old TV. I frantically flipped through the telephone book, found a Sparky and called him. He arrived shortly and started his work. Within 5 minutes, the TV started working again. I think he replaced a couple of resistors. Obviously, I was relieved that the TV came back to life. However, its repair cost a fortune. Time for our quiz. Like and subscribe so that we can make more awesome content for you. First question. Last year, he was down on his something. He lost his job and got evicted from his flat. Luck is the answer. Did you get this correct? What is another word for lately? As of late. Always try to vary your range of vocabulary and grammar during the IELTS speaking test. Next question. My PlayStation didn't stop working, something. The answer is, entirely. This is a double negative sentence. It means that my PlayStation isn't working as well as it used to. He uses his smartphone 15 hours daily. He's a something addict. Smartphone is the answer. I hope you didn't pick the word drug. He's something because he has lost his wallet. Weeping is the answer. A few more questions to go. Select the alternative which best expresses the meaning of the idiom. Kick the bucket. To die. Interestingly, a few hundred years ago, people who wanted to commit suicide would stand on a bucket with a noose around their neck. When they were ready to die, they would kick the bucket away. This amazing something bookstore just opened. Their books look new. Secondhand is the answer. Personally, I think second-hand bookstores are great for the environment too. What is another word for electrician? Sparky is the answer. By the way, my dog is called Sparky too. Finally, the last question. That looks very expensive. It must have cost a something. Fortune. Instead of using the word expensive, use cost a fortune. This can impress the examiner. We have come to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to get the latest update. If you're interested in improving your IELTS writing score, click and watch the video on the right now. Lastly, enjoy your weekend.